Well, buying livestock, talking to vendors, and hearing about the latest research are just some of the things attendees can expect at the annual Georgia Cattlemen's Convention in Perry.
David Jones was there and tells you why this event is so important to the industry.
Even though it's still a good time to be in the cattle business, the prices aren't quite what they were just a year ago when they were at an all-time high. That means having a community to share information with about practices that do and don't work on the farm is more valuable than ever. And that's the purpose of the Georgia Cattlemen's Association.
It's always easy to go out to an operation and see what they're doing and take home that knowledge and maybe apply it to your operation. And you get a lot of that potential time here to be a member of the association, visit with those producers doing the same thing you're doing, and maybe gain some knowledge from that standpoint. And I can't think of a better magazine that I see around the Southeast than the Georgia Cattlemen's Magazine.
And the biggest event they put on each and every year is their annual convention in Perry. It's a chance for cattlemen from all over the state to get a look at various aspects of the industry.
It's very important because there's not many opportunities to get everyone from around the state together at one place. There's a lot of different things that go on throughout the year, but this is really the largest and the most folks come here to Perry this time of year, the first weekend in April every year. And so it's really important we put on a good program and have a lot of different activities, diverse set of activities for producers to come and check out.
Of those activities, one of the more important ones included a presentation on the falling prices. And while that should be a slight concern for producers, a drastic decline seems highly unlikely.
With increased pork, poultry, and beef supplies this year, we've got to expect prices to be somewhat of a challenge. But with the supply shock and price shock we went through the end of last year, we don't see prices any lower than they were last fall.
The price drop is mainly due to expansion the industry has seen over the past couple of years, so the only way to maintain the high prices is to continue finding new markets.
From a global standpoint, if we're going to continue to grow beef, pork, and poultry supplies in the U.S., the only way we can do that and remain profitable is to ship more of it overseas, because the U.S. consumer will consume more, but at a price, and it's a lower price.
While it might seem tempting to cut all your input costs to make up for the lower prices, that might end up costing you in the long run.
This year, I think if you're a cow-calf producer, you just kind of do what you're doing. You watch your costs. There's some places that you sure don't want to skimp. You want your health program, your feed program, and your genetics. All those pay dividends in the long run. So you want to produce the right kind of cattle, because the premiums that you see there as we go forward are going to get bigger.
That's just some of the valuable information operators can pick up on at this diverse event.
So we got a great line of speakers, we got a great trade show, and we got a lot of cattle sales. So you can do anything you want in the cattle industry right here in Perry.
Reporting from the Georgia National Fairgrounds, I'm Damon Jones for the Georgia Farm Monitor.